Hey guys, the Chicken is here. We are back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, check out this disgusting 5ER base we have. And we made it up to rank 20, knocking on the door of getting into diamonds. So let's go over the tech tree. But this base is really sweet. Once you guys get to 5, make sure that you copy that one up. That's what got me, as soon as I switched to this, that's what got me to 20. I think we're going to need a little bit more stuff to get into 21. I have had one person clear it, but that's going to be more common at 5 with the extra offensive tools, namely troop damage and shock bombs, that are going to be able to propel you forward and finally get us out of that horrible fizzle meta. So, yeah, that's the biggest thing right now is get to shocks. Once you get to shocks, you should be able to rank up and then get to troop damage as well. And we're finally going to be able to collect our chests. I still haven't gone back for critter launchers. Might do that at some point, but not a huge deal right now. And I also maxed out the gunboat finally. I had a tick 4 for a while. So guys, you have it already. I appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. Just take a second. And yeah, I don't know where we're at on the global. Let's take a quick peek here. Some of these guys are way up there already. So where are we at? 200s? Or we just fell out of 20. So top 250, not too shabby, not too shabby. So yeah, that's the base, that's the tech. Let's get into the attacks. The attacks are more or less the same. We're still kind of delay dropping the rifleman with Kavan in, and yeah, it's just, you know, you got to read the base and know where to shock versus when to use second wind. It kind of goes, you know, depending on if they have critter launchers or not. Shock the critter launchers early versus shocking the rockets late is usually all it comes down to. And make sure when you're throwing them out, I find if you wait too long to delay your rifles, they kind of go on, you know, either far on the right or far on the left. So to avoid that, just put them out a little bit earlier than normal. Like right now, I'm going to throw out these two, and we're going to be rocking and rolling here. So this base, we can get a nice shock rate on all 3 of those rockets. That's going to help. But I'm going to let these front riflemen die at the beginning. That's their job. We can throw in our last boat now so they don't get too sidetracked. And let's throw our first shock over here. We haven't lost any bombers yet, so I'm not going to. I'm not in a hurry to use second wind. We still have a lot of riflemen coming up the gut. Let's just focus instead on keeping those rockets down, because we can grab all of them. Okay, Kavan's looking like he needs a little bit of help, so we're going to throw in our first second wind. The shock blaster is getting some pretty good damage, but I don't think it's as valuable just yet as keeping all 3 of his rockets down. But now we can go ahead and switch over here. That's going to be nice. Okay, and let's throw a shock rate in there. And this is how these go. This is how these go. It's just all about gunboat energy management at the very end. So we can keep this boom cannon occupied. Those 2 of them maybe. Take out that rocket. All we got to worry about now are these mines. And that boom cannon should be busy with those critters for the rest of the attack pretty well. But it's a good spot. It's a sneaky spot to put them. But we'll keep them busy just to increase our time. And sometimes, funny enough, it actually comes down to time in a lot of these battles. You know, it took us so long to get out of that, you know, the fizzle meta, and it's like straight back into the... right back into the base race, out of the oven into the fryer kind of thing. All right, let's see. 2 minutes and 1 second. Let's see. Oh my god, this guy just absolutely murdered us. He didn't even skip a beat. Wow. What? That's insane. How did the rockets not just melt the lasers? That's wild. Okay, so we definitely need a new base. We definitely need a new base. I can't believe he did that. Like, that was so easy. How were they not so good on the 4ER bases then, the laser rangers? Because I didn't hear about anybody using them with success. Whew, that's interesting. That's interesting, but... well, let's try another one to get back up there, but... Phew, I can't believe that happened. But either way, yeah, if this isn't the base, then, you know, we'll... I've seen some spread out 5s right now that do okay as well. So it just depends. You know, the meta's shifting pretty quickly. So yeah, compact maybe out of the equation for right now, just because everybody's got shocks. And I mean, if you're running lasers, then that's obviously, as we just saw, pretty good value. But I thought the laser rangers were going to be out of the picture because we just had so much splash damage, like rockets and everything. You know, you wouldn't think that there's enough there to keep them alive, but I guess there is. Okay, let's go 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, so we're just going to walk up this one. Now, this guy has critter launchers, and I find, honestly, with the critter launcher bases, it's either one or the other. Like, you either get a good roll on them and they don't overwhelm you, or, you know, they just, for whatever reason, are able to stop you dead in your tracks, and you can't really get anywhere. Now, with the shock bombs, that helps out tremendously, because if we do get close, we don't have to do the smoke rifleman thing. Instead, we can just simply shock them, which is definitely nice. So, let's go ahead there. And I'm going to shock over here too. Bang. Just put this down again. Kavan is looking Cavani. He's doing some doctor stuff. Yeah, I got all three of them. Beautiful. If we can not let those critter launchers fire the whole time, then we'll be looking pretty sweet. The shock blaster might grab Kavan here. Yes, it looks like it did. I think that's where we wanted to go. Those friggin' critter launchers, man. I don't think we're going to beat this one. It looks like we are going to fizzle out. I think that shock blaster is just going to be too fast for us on that side. Let's see if we can just use some critters to get some distraction here for a second. Because all we really got to do is take down that boom cannon and the rocket. But, of course, we're not getting any luck with the targeting. And we stepped on all the mines on the way over. Damn, that shock blaster just absolutely wrecked us at the end. Kavan dying a little bit. The critter launchers, man, they're tough. They're tough. It's a strong defense. Okay, there we go. That's a dub, I think. I think we beat him on percentage there. Not a scientist, but based on what we saw. All right, so let's check this one out. Let's see what he did. All right, 2 rifles. Kavan, he's got to be using bombers, right? Yeah. No. Those are lasers. So how did the other guy do so well? This guy barely made it off the he barely made it off the beach. He's smoking them. Okay, interesting. I want to watch this in normal speed. So he's got all of his... He's using ice shield. Weird. Was the other guy using ice shield? I don't think so. But you see what I mean? Like, this should just get, like, decimated. Right off the start. Like, I know he's got shocks and stuff, but still, like, it doesn't take much. I guess, I don't know. If you get, like, a really good opening with them and they all kind of shoot at the same thing, like, look at that. The rockets hit them twice and they died. So, I don't understand how we go from that last one to this one. What did this guy do differently? Same opening, 2 critters. 1 boat of rifles, no smoke. I think what he did was he just positioned them better and they just kind of opened a big pocket right away. And then all he had to do was throw 2 shocks at the back, and that kind of covered everything. He also got a lot of GBs, so I guess this can work. It seems very risky. Yeah, seems very high risk. But I mean, clearly it can work, so that's interesting. But yeah, so we got into 20, almost to 21, just holding on for right now. But guys, I hope that helps you out, and I hope you are out of the disastrous fizzle meta in 4 yards. And just so you know, you wait a day or two, you push through, you get through, and the grass is greener on the other side. So thank you guys so much for watching. That is going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. Catch you next one, guys. Check it out. Back.